Hello everyone, my name is Paula and this is the Stitch by Mrs D podcast, which is all about knitting today. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I'm going to be making over Vlogmas as well, because I don't tend to show too much of that sort of stuff in my Vlogmas videos, just because I think if you've already seen it there, it's a bit of a spoiler, isn't it, for when I do a podcast. So I don't tend to show, I'll show a little bit of knitting stuff on there, but not too much. And I'm going to be starting Vlogmas on the 1st of December, which is my birthday. This isn't good in here today, is it? The problem is, when I normally do a video, I shut the curtains and put the light on, and I tend to find that looks best. However, the light bulb went the other day. I tried to get it out and I couldn't. I just couldn't do it. James tried to get it out and he shattered the bulb that was in there. And then when he did eventually get it out, we realised it's a push-in bulb. You don't spin it at all, you just push it in. And we're having a lot of trouble getting one. We've found one, but it doesn't stay on for very long. We don't know why, but it doesn't. But James has ordered another one. Hopefully it's going to come today. But when we have our food in here in the evenings, it's very romantic. But it's not. It's nice. I like it like this, all twinkly and lovely. But it probably doesn't look very good for you, does it? I'm full-blown Christmas now. Full-blown in the seasonal spirit. I hope you're all right. It's Wednesday, I think. Is it Wednesday? Yeah. Everybody's out of the house, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to come and see you before Vlogmas, because I did say I would. I've been knitting a cardigan for I'd say, yes, just a cardigan since I last saw you, apart from some work knitting that I had to do. But yeah, I'm getting on all right. It's not finished, but you'll see it in a minute. Oh, I've made a lovely cup of coffee. This is my favourite Christmas mug. James bought it for me. It's from a company called Doris. I don't think they make this particular mug anymore, but they do make some other nice ones. But I haven't got any of the other ones. I don't know why, because I do like it. I don't know if you've seen, but I posted a video about putting up the Christmas room. I've had it up since the 19th of November. And some people said, as they always do, it's too early. But I don't ever go around telling people that they're doing theirs too late. So I don't know why people tell me that I'm doing mine too early. I don't really care. People can do what they want, can't they, in their own houses. Oh, Ian's down here looking magnificent. Ian. Oh, did you hear that? I've got loads of layers on. It's freezing cold. I'm going to get the guinea pigs in a little while. When James gets home from work, I'm going to get him to help me to get their indoor cage all sorted out. We'll get them all settled. I don't think, I normally put them in the living room, but I don't think I'm going to do that this year, because it is in the way and it is right in the middle of the living room. So I think I might keep them down the other end of the house where Mr. Bobkin used to live when he was around. He was my rabbit, in case people don't know. I've just had such a lovely card come through the post. It's an advent card. I'm just trying to find number 1. It's a shame to open the doors and... oh, there it is. It's a shame to open the doors and ruin the picture, really, but I suppose I can shut more up again. Isn't it lovely? I'd love that. Whenever we used to do Secret Santa at work, because it used to be a £10 limit, I used to say, just get me a kitten, because you can get a kitten for £10. I never got one, though. My friend Charlie, she tried to get me one once, but didn't. That'd be the best present, wouldn't it? Just imagine at the Christmas party opening a box and a kitten was in it. I like watching videos of people opening boxes with puppies in on YouTube. Oh dear. Right, I better get on, hadn't I? Like I said, my name is Paula, and this year I will have been knitting for 40 years because I was taught when I was 4 by my nan. So I will have been knitting for 40 years. There were some years when I didn't do it, but I'd say I have, no, I'm pretty sure I will have knitted at some point every year since I was taught. Because I was just thinking there was some times when I didn't, but then I think, oh, but I did make that. Like I thought I didn't do very much when Johnny and Meg were toddlers, but I made them a whole Noah's Ark. I'd say I've knitted every year for 40 years. It's a long time, isn't it? Hey? What a long time. Yeah, it's my absolute favourite thing to do. Everybody's watching I'm a Celebrity at the moment in this house. I read my book when it's on. But I think it's the sort of thing that you can watch and have on, but dip in and out of it. You don't really have to concentrate, do you, to watch it? So I have my book on my lap and knit. And they were saying, what would you have as your luxury item? And I said, I'd definitely have my knitting. That would be mine. Definitely. I just love it. I love it. I went on a car journey. I'll show you in a minute what I was making in the car the other day. I'm just looking at my list. I've got a few things to tell you about. Oh yeah, so I'm going to be doing Vlogmas. If you've never watched my Vlogmas before, it's not serious at all. I don't take anything seriously, and me and James, who's my husband, if you haven't watched my vlogs, I don't suppose you've ever met him before. We have been, well, I don't know how long it's been now. I don't know if it's been 10 years. I'll check. We've been trying different Christmas foods. We used to just do it for friends and family on through my Facebook account. But then, I don't know, I started doing it on here as well. And we try a different Christmas food every year. What did we do last year? Oh yeah, stollen. Oh, that was nice. That's my favourite. And Johnny has been bringing home, I know it's not stollen, but he's been bringing home frangipan tarts from, because he's doing a catering course at the college. Oh my goodness, 8 minutes of this nonsense. What am I talking? Oh yeah, and the year before that we did mince pies, I think. But this year we're going to do chocolate Santas or reindeers, depends on what I can get my hands on. Me and Lizzie are going to go shopping on the 2nd of December, and we're going to try and round up as many different chocolate Santas as we can from all the different shops in town. And I'm going to make a sum that, so, because some might look good but taste bad. So I'm going to do a sum so that it can get a score for each of the different components, and then I need to get out a bit more, don't I, if that's the sort of thing I've got time for. I haven't got the time for it, that's the thing. Anyway, you'll see. What else do we do? I just feel very Christmassy and just tell everybody how Christmassy I feel. It's very cold. I know I've already said that. I've got thermals on today. Right, I think I need to get on with showing you the knitting now, don't I? Because otherwise people are going to be turning off. They'll probably turn off anyway when I show them the knitting, but we'll see. I can't remember what this is called. Hang on, I'm going to have to go and find the pattern. Just a second. Got it, I think. This might be a hospital letter or something. No, this is it. It was in my bag course I took it with me the other day when I went on my road trip. Right, so I am making the Pine Forest cardigan, which is a Rowan pattern by Martin Story. And I'm now going to show you, as I did before, the worst ever printed off pattern in the world. I think I could probably win an award for it. Look, you see. So that's what I'm making. There, you can either do, well, you can do however many colours as you want, I suppose. But this one here, if you were to see it in real life, all of these are different colours. But mine, I'm doing in one colour. No, I'm not. I'm doing it in two colours. And I'm now thinking I can't remember what the colours are. I know what one of them are. So I'm using Stylecraft Highland Heathers, which is this. I had to go and get a new ball of this the other day. And this is Brose. Is that how you say it? And someone told me that that means porridge. And that is just the right description, isn't it? I really like this. I've made Lizzie a jumper out of it, and now I'm making this cardigan out of it, and I just think it's lovely. The only thing I don't like about it, oh, it's making me feel funny just thinking about it actually. If you haven't got a pair of scissors, don't try and bite it with your teeth. Oh, of course it's squeaky. Do you know what I mean by that? Squeaky. Oh, horrible. Oh, I've got to stop thinking about it. So that's the first colour I'm using, and then the second colour is this one here. And somebody last time I showed this said that this cardigan that I'm making reminds them of an iced gingerbread house, and that is right, because this has got, I don't know if you can see, it's definitely got gold in it. It's like an orangey red, but like that. That's an orangey red instead of a blue red. And I do tend to go for a bluey red normally, but you can see, can't you, that it's got gold in it. It's got flecks of, see that bit there? Flecks of quite bright red as well. But I thought it was perfect for Christmas. So I had hoped to have it done, but I'd say I'm nearly done, and I think I'm going to get it done definitely within a week. So I have, this is what I did in the car the other day, and then what I did last night. So I've done it quite quick. I did the rib because I knew I was going to be in the car, and I didn't want to take my big long needles with me, and I didn't want to be doing the colour work in the car either. So I cast on a sleeve so I could just knit in the car. So I did from there to there, which is quite a lot really, isn't it? But I'm doing the sleeves plain. I think this, yeah, the sleeves are like that. So once you've increased to a certain point, there's no more shaping. It's not that sort of cut, I was going to say. I just wanted plain sleeves, so that's what I'm doing. I think that'll look alright. I've done it before with cardigans. So I don't think I've got that much left to do, because it'll end there, won't it? It's a nice colour, isn't it? I wonder what it'll look like next to my face. I hope it'll be alright. I think it'll be okay. So I've got the rest of that sleeve and then a whole other sleeve, but I find sleeves all right at the minute. Sometimes it will take me weeks to get a sleeve done, and then once I've done one, I'll knit the other one really quickly. But I feel like I really want to get this done, so I don't think I'm going to have a problem this time. And I haven't really got anything else on the go, although I have got something that will be on the go, but I'll talk about that later. So this is the back. That's all done. I always worry this is going to look dreadful when I hold it up. So the Christmas trees change in design. There's that one there with the snowflakes. You always have to say, don't you, this hasn't been blocked. And then a row of snowflakes, and then we've got these trees here. This snowflake, and then these zigzag trees here. I don't remember where I was up to last time I saw you. I think it was about up to there. So the back is done, and it's quite a long cardigan. So it's quite a lot of knitting, and then I'm just about to decrease for the armhole. I've got it all over the place because I had to go to the knitting shop the other day to get another ball of this, and they didn't have the same lot number. Uh-oh, Velcro. They didn't have the same lot number, so I've had to get... I don't think you'll tell. I think that's fine. Yeah, I just had to get the closest, and this was the closest. The other one was quite a bit paler, but this is okay. That's all I got left. I thought I'd have plenty if I got one ball. So this is the side. Are they called that? The sides? Fronts. Sides. So yes, I'm just about to decrease, and I've done some shaping here, which is what you're supposed to do. And then look, it's one of these ones. I haven't read how I'm expected to do it yet, but that's a twisted rib there, button band. So once I've done these decreases here, that won't take me too long to finish because there's not very many stitches here, but I really like it. I'd say if I got it done in about a week, I'd be quite happy. I think I will. I just haven't, because I've been so busy with work. I haven't had any day knitting time at all. So I've just been doing it in the evenings, but I'm hoping to have a couple of days off. I've got a few bits to take to the post office today, and then I'd really like to have Thursday and Friday off, but we'll see, especially Friday because it's my birthday. I'm definitely having Friday off, but maybe tomorrow. I need to have a good clean actually tomorrow. I'd like that. Yeah, and then knit all afternoon. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? So I haven't got too much left to do, really. So I've done the back. I'd say 3/4 of the sleeve and 3/4 of this. And I don't think it'll take me very long. I've put the sleeves on this. I do prefer to knit on straight needles, especially stuff like this. But as I was going to be going in a car and I'd be putting it in and out of a bag, I decided to put it on a bendy needle just for ease. But I will be transferring over to a straight needle now. But it's lovely, and I think that the colour work looks nice with this wool. Do you? It's 100% acrylic, machine washable, cool tumble dry, cool iron. Ooh, don't know if I dare iron it. I think when I block it, I'm going to do what I did with my blanket, the risky blocking technique of putting it between wet tea towels and pressing it with a really hot iron. I'll test it first on a little spot to see if it's okay. What can I tell you about this pattern? Well, it had a rating on it, but because all of these come with a rating to say if it's easy or not, and it's got a skill level of 3 dots out of 4. Now, it's okay, but I have grown up, and I have grown up with this sort of pattern. This is the sort of pattern that I learnt from, and they're very different to an indie designer's pattern, because they'll say decrease by, and it will tell you how to do it, but this pattern will just say decrease. Let me try and find what I'm on about. Here we are. Decrease 1 stitch at each end of the next row. But an indie designer would tell you what sort of decrease to do, wouldn't they? Or how to increase. Like they'd say make one left, make one right. This will just say increase. So you have to try and work out what would be best. I have to say, I don't fuss about that sort of thing. I think once it's all sewn up, the way I'm doing my increases is knitting into the front and back of each stitch. And if you do it like that on the first stitch, once it's all sewn up, with that you can't see them anyway. People are probably cringing at me saying stuff like that. I know some people take it like, will probably be disgusted with me. But I think when you're sewing something together like this, if you do it like that, you can't see it, and it'll be absolutely fine. That's the way I've always done it. Yeah, so there's no hand holding at all. The charts are over 2 pages, and I didn't really realise what on earth was going on when I first saw it. I thought, whatever's going on here? Then I realised I had to put the 2 charts together. So with the back you have to knit across them both, and then when you do the fronts, a tiny bit of the right front is on the page for the left front, so you have to look at that tiny bit and then go across to the other one. So that is a bit of a pain, and the squares that have got the pattern in are really tiny. But other than that, it's great. No, it's fine. I haven't had any problems with it, but I would say that if you're a beginner, this probably isn't the one for you. I'll just show you. So what I meant when I said about the sleeves, that's how the sleeve looks when it's done. There's not really that much in the way of shaping, is there? Just increases up the side, but there's nothing when you get to the top. Am I talking in my own language? Do you know what I'm talking about? Because sometimes I do talk a lot of rubbish. Well, all the time. Here we are. So this is the experience rating. So this is a 3-star. Experience technique for the more experienced knitter using more advanced shaping techniques at the same time as colour work or more advanced stitch techniques. Oh, let me tell you what I did at the top here. So as I was doing the shaping, and it knocked off this tree here. So by the time I got to here, that tree had gone, and you were supposed to do just a little, can you see these, the trees, they all join together like that. So there's supposed to be a bit of a tree there, but I didn't do it because I thought I don't want half a tree. And also there's supposed to be more up here, but I would have only got a little bit of a snowflake, so I didn't do it. I just stopped the colour work there. Very nice. I really like it. I just want to go and do it now, but I can't. I've got stuff to do. I've been making some sleepy babies. I've got to take them to the post office. I'll show you one actually. They're going to the post office today. I didn't know if anybody would want them, so I did them as a pre-order. This is my shop, by the way, because they take a long time, and they are quite a, you know, not everybody's going to want one thing. So I thought, well, I'll make one and do it as a pre-order, then see if, and yeah, some people did want one. Look, she's a Christmas baby, so she's got a Christmas stock in there and a hot water bottle. Come on, a little quilt. She's got a Christmas pajamas, a little pillow and a mattress. But yeah, they're going off to the post office today. I've got to package them up once I've finished talking to you, and then they'll be off. What did I tell you that for? Oh yeah, because I can't knit all day because I've got to do that, haven't I? But maybe once I've done that, maybe I could do a little bit this afternoon. That'd be lovely. So I'm going to be finishing that off over Christmas. I also would really like to make James another pair of socks. I haven't made him any for a little while now, and I've been down to his supply and I've got this out because it's quite Christmassy, isn't it? It's Cascade Heritage Prints. Douglas, come on. Come on. Everybody was asking about Doug because he didn't feature in the Christmas room video. Now, because he's old, he doesn't get involved in that sort of stuff anymore. That's more for the babies, isn't it? So Ian was loving it and Doug was like, oh, I'll come and see it when it's done. But come on. Come on. I've got a hot water bottle. I'll get him, hang on. Yeah, so if ever I don't show him, don't worry, unless I say something. He's always around, especially this time of year. You don't like going out, do you? He's getting old though, aren't you? We'll have a hot water bottle. You can stay with me now. So I went down to James's supply and I picked this out for him. So it'd be nice if I could make him a new pair of socks. I bought this from a lady on Facebook. She was clearing out loads of her sock wool, and I bought several balls from her, and this was included in it. I think I've knit with Cascade Heritage Prints once before and I really liked it. So I'll look forward to casting that on. Doesn't it look interesting? I try not to look at that, although I just have, because that's a spoiler, isn't it? So I like not really knowing what I'm going to get, Doug. Oh, I just love him. He's ever so soft. And look how white his chin is. That used to be grey, but it's white now. Lovely old boy. The other thing that I'm going to be doing over Vlogmas, I'm going to make 4 pairs of socks for myself. So I bought and paid for in instalments the Beehive Yarns advent calendar, but I haven't got one that I open every day. I've got one with 400-gram skeins, and I'm gonna open that and then try and knit a pair of socks every week. Is it going to happen? I don't know, but I'll try. And I don't know which socks I'm going to make because I don't know what wool is in the box. God, I feel really tired all of a sudden. So I'll decide that as I open them up. And Johnny has confiscated the box from me. Of course, as soon as it arrived, I opened it, took all the tissue paper out and was about to open it, and then I thought, no, don't ruin it for yourself. So I've given it to him for safekeeping. I might wait until I've got a bit further on with this cardigan before I start, because I was thinking I'd open one on the 1st, the 7th, the 14th, 1st, the 7th. Is that a bit hot? Hey, come on. 1st, the 7th, the 14th and the 21st. Is that right? But I might open it a bit. I don't know. We'll see. I might open one on the 1st. I don't know. Another thing I've got to open over Advent is my teddy bear advent. I've kept one for myself. So I made, when I was trying to work out the bear for this year, he's a bit different to ones I've made before. So I had to make a sample, and I've kept the sample for myself. Now the sample isn't the same bear as the people who have bought one of my advents is going to get. It's a bit different. But I've also kept the little sample bits of all the other components as well. So I thought I would open it. But then I don't want to ruin it for anybody who has got it and isn't open it on the same days. Oh, I don't know. I suppose I'll just have to put a warning on if you haven't opened your one. And then I'll just keep it out of view for the rest of the time. I've also got my pixie yarn blanket, my stripy one. I've got to continue with that. There's 2 new sets out actually that go with that. I need to order them. Hopefully I'll get a bit of birthday money. I can treat myself. Oh, this coffee's gone cold. It's freezing today. I don't know what else I can tell you about. I just said I'd come and see you. Oh yeah, me and James are gonna squeeze in the question and answers in with Vlogmas. The problem is we've both been really busy. He's been doing a roof and not getting home until late, and then when he's been getting home he's been really tired, and I've been quite busy as well. And then when I finish work I've got all the other stuff that has to be done around the house to get done as well. He's hungry. He's sitting here staring at me. Why don't you cuddle me until I can come and sort it out? Come on. I'm going to get him again because he looks sweet. We'll take the hot water bottle away. Here he is. I'm still running. I've been this morning at 6 o'clock. That's probably why I'm tired actually. And the other news I've got is that I am going to be having a stall at the East Anglian Yarn Festival this year, next year in March. I think it's Mother's Day weekend. I was supposed to do it last year, but I got COVID and I didn't go because I didn't think it was fair to go and do that and spread germs about. So I'm going to go and do it next March, and I'm not going out of the house between now and March because I was so disappointed last time. I'd invested so much money and time and effort and worry, and then not to be able to go and do it, it was very disappointing. But everybody was lovely and kind and supported my shop update that I did online. But and that was really lovely. But I would have loved to have gone and done it. And this time I am going to go and do it. I'm not going out. I'm not going to eat any chips or anything like that either, so I get a migraine. I'm just going to stay in the house with Doug and cuddle him. He shouldn't be out by then. He does stink a bit. Oh, you don't really. You smell lovely. You smell like a buttercup. So I think that will be it for me today. Of course, I've been making that cardigan. I haven't really got a lot to show you. I'm just trying to think what else I might not have told you about. Did I tell you I went to see the Mousetrap with James and Lizzie? Did I tell you this last time? If I did, I apologise. I'm about to repeat myself. So our local theatre put the Mousetrap on, and I've never seen it. I've never researched it on purpose in the hope that one day I'd get to see it. It's Agatha Christie. I love Agatha Christie. She's my favourite author. Claws Court. You don't want to sit with me. You don't want to sit with your mum, do you? Ian's down there. Sit with him. So when we found out it was on, it coincided with a Halloween party that Johnny and Meg wanted to have with their friends. So I said, oh, we'll go out and watch it. It was brilliant. And I was sat there watching one of these characters. And I thought, where do I know that lady from? And it was sending me bananas trying to work it out. And then it clicked. It was only Duffy from Casualty. She was my favourite. I love Duffy. So she was there. And then Mark from EastEnders. Do you remember Mark from EastEnders? He was in it as well. He used to play Tucker in Grange Hill. For people who are old enough to remember. He was there, and I don't know who the other people were. But it was brilliant. And then at the end, they said, ooh, make sure you don't tell anybody who did it and keep the magic of the Mousetrap alive. It was brilliant. And me and Liz kept saying, God, I'd love to go back and see it again. And we will. I'd like to go and see a different cast. That was good. But I think that's it. I hope you will join me for Vlogmas. I know vlogs aren't everybody's cup of tea. I actually prefer vlogs, I think, at the minute, to podcasts, I think. I go through phases. My favourite thing to watch at the minute is trials. I get right into them, get fully invested. And then when Verdict watches on, I have to watch it and the clock ticks by. I get obsessed with things. And I'm still obsessed with crumpets. I'm going to talk about my shop now. So if you don't like hearing about shop stuff, I'll say goodbye to you now. And hopefully I'll see you over Vlogmas, over Christmas. My favourite. I love Christmas. So I've got a few things in my shop at the minute, but I'm having another shop update. Did I write it down? Yes, on Saturday the 9th of December. And that's going to be my birthday bonanza shop update that I've done for the last couple of years. Now, I've got some choices of fabric. One's a bit different and one's not different from anything I've done before. And I haven't made my mind up about which one I'm going to use yet. So I'll make my mind up about that over Vlogmas, I should think. And I'll post some pictures on Instagram. So if you follow me on there, I'll put some pictures there. But I've got a few things from my last update. Where's she gone? Here she is. This is little Sugar Plum. She's in my shop at the moment. Hello. She's got a very lovely dress with candy canes on. And knickers with candy canes on as well. Her favourite food is Brussels sprouts, but she doesn't like them boiled. She likes them shredded and fried in a frying pan in butter. She'll eat bowls full of them. Love it, don't you? She likes dancing. She really likes Take That, the band. What else do you like? Ooh, salmon sandwiches. Red or pink? Pink. Cheap. Oh, I love salmon sandwiches. I haven't had one in ages. I used to have them round my nan's. Because she used to smash up all the bones and everything in it. And it's alright, isn't it? Salmon sandwiches. What else do you like? Gardening. Oh, good. Well, you can go out and do the weeding. So she's looking for a home. You'd look quite nice stood up there, actually. I won't stand too close to Jasper, though. And Laura might pinch you as well. Laura does pinch people. No, don't stand near her. You can come down here. So she's in my shop. And then I've got this Christmassy bag with a bow on the front. This is a different shape and size to ones I've made before. I had one in the last shop update, and then I made a few this time, and this is the only one that's left. And then I've got a basket, a patchwork basket, and it's lined in some lovely red gingham to keep all your knitting in. I should make one of these, because that knitting over there, that's an absolute shambles at the moment. It's all over the place. And then I've got, this is my favourite bag I think I've ever made. This one, it says, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." Some bunting on the back. And it's lined in red spots. I've also got, but I haven't bought them in, I've just realised, and I can't be bothered to go and get them. I've got some red velvet bags, and they're lined with sort of fleecy stuff at the top with Merry Christmas. They're in my shop, so if you're interested in them, have a look, and I'll put a link to the shop in the description box. But I've just got those last few bits and bobs, and that's it for me for Christmas. My next shop update will not be Christmassy at all, but it's on the 9th of December. But all that lot that I've just shown you, that's there now if anybody would like any. Ian's gone, hasn't he? I better go and feed him. He's glaring at me. So that's it, I think, everybody. I think. Yeah, I've just got to decide about this fabric. It's just whether people will like it or not. I do. I don't know. I might be brave and use it. I've been brave before and used fabric that's a bit different, so I think I might. I'm going to go look at it, actually, once I've fed him. Right, I'm going to go. So if you're joining me for Vlogmas, I'll see you on Friday. And if you're not joining me for Vlogmas, I'll see you in the new year, I should think. I don't think I'll be doing a podcast over Christmas. No. Oh, I really want to cast these on. It's ever so soft. What is it? What's it made of? 75% superwash merino wool and 25% nylon. Oh, I want to go and cast it on. I can't wait to decide on the patterns that I'm going to make with my beehive yarns. Anyway, I'm going to go and feed this pussycat. Honestly, you won't believe the looks he's given me. Hopefully I'll see you on Friday. I'll see some of you on Friday, but I probably won't see all of you. Right, I'll see you. I've got to stop saying that, haven't I? I hope you're all right, everybody. And if I don't see you over Vlogmas, I hope you have a very lovely Christmas, if Christmas is your thing. If it's not your thing, I hope you have a nice time over the next month. And I'll see you in January. Bye-bye, everybody. See you soon.